Welcome to the Conventional Roof Framing Plan Check course. Whether you are a plan reviewer, building official, permit technician, third-party reviewer, or a design professional transitioning into plan review responsibilities, this course was built for you. The Conventional Roof Framing Plan Review course is the first module in a 4-module series that also includes the Conventional Floor and Deck Framing Plan Check module, the Wall and Foundation Framing Plan Check module, and the Wall Bracing Plan Check module. This training series is intended to deliver a top-notch learning experience that is centered on the structural plan review of wood-framed residential structures according to the adopted state residential codes that are based on the International Residential Code. Nearly all states in the United States have adopted the International Residential Code developed by the International Code Council. This module, along with the other modules in this series, may be used to provide continuing education units that are required by the International Code Council as well as various professional organizations and government agencies. The development of this course was guided by the assumption that the primary reason you are considering taking this course is to acquire the ability to perform a thorough and reliable structural plan review of residential roof framing systems and verify that the submitted drawings comply with the provisions of the International Residential Code. We have also considered that you may not have any training as a civil or structural engineer. Therefore, we have spared no effort to ensure that this course has the capacity to help you achieve the objectives that brought you here. The good news is that while the plan review process may appear overwhelming at first due to the number of code provisions involved, a disciplined and structured methodology can transform the process into a manageable and repeatable professional task. The structural plan review process for roof framing begins with the verification of loads that act on the roof system. We begin by examining the applicable loading provisions provided in Chapter 3 of the Residential Code, where we will review the types and nature of loads that influence roof framing performance and verify compliance with prescribed deflection limitations. Additionally, we will show you the resources outside the code that you can use to determine the weights of various construction materials and verify that the weight of materials shown on the drawings does not exceed the weight limits that are specified in the code. We will then move into the heart of conventional roof framing provisions of the code, where we will examine the configuration of conventionally framed roof systems and verify the sizing of rafters, ceiling joists, and rafter ties along with their required connections. Additionally, we will review the requirements for purlins and braces supporting rafters, as well as the installation requirements for collar ties and ridge straps that contribute to the structural integrity of the roof system. We will also examine fastening requirements provided in the fastening schedule and review the code provisions governing connectors designed to resist uplift forces during wind events. We will continue our review of conventional construction by examining general framing requirements, including limitations on notches, cuts, and holes in structural members and the framing of roof openings. Additionally, we will review roof sheathing requirements, including wood structural panel span rating, bond classification, minimum thickness requirements, and minimum fastening requirements. Following the review of conventional framing provisions, we will apply the knowledge gained through a comprehensive plan check example where we will systematically evaluate a complete set of roof framing drawings and verify compliance with applicable code requirements. Finally, we will extend the plan review process to engineered manufactured trusses, where we will examine a complete truss calculation package and verify that all required design criteria, load assumptions, and supporting details are consistent with the code and the overall structural intent. Through this structured progression, you will learn how individual framing components and engineered systems function together as a complete roof assembly and how to systematically verify that each element satisfies the requirements of the code. This course is intended to provide you with a comprehensive exposure to the knowledge, judgment, and systematic review methods necessary to perform structural code compliance reviews with confidence, consistency, and professional clarity. In professional practice, the plan reviewer is routinely confronted with an enormous variability in style, layout, and design integrity when reviewing plans prepared by different designers. This variability introduces uncertainty and demands a disciplined approach that does not rely on assumptions or familiarity with individual drafting styles. A successful plan review process must therefore be based on a methodology that distills the essential structural elements from any project and systematically maps those elements onto the requirements of the code to verify compliance. When any portion of the design does not meet the requirements of the code, the plan reviewer must be prepared not only to identify the deficiency but also to communicate that deficiency in a clear and enforceable manner. The necessity for a plan reviewer to have a solid grasp of both the material provisions and the intent of the code cannot be overstated. Equally important is the development of a structured strategy that allows the reviewer to unpack a project into distinct components that can be evaluated independently and then reviewed contextually as part of an integrated structural system. This course goes a step further by demonstrating how to prepare effective plan review comments, which represent one of the most valuable and often overlooked skills in the plan review process. Writing effective comments is not simply a clerical task, it is a professional responsibility that directly influences the clarity, efficiency, and success of the review cycle. Plan review comments must be unambiguous and concise while still providing sufficient information to allow the designer to understand the basis and intent of the comment. Comments that lack clarity or precision are often misunderstood, leading to delays, repeated submittals, and unnecessary frustration for both the reviewer and the designer. For this reason, the methodology presented in this course treats comment writing as an integral component of the plan review process rather than an administrative afterthought. Each identified deficiency is paired with carefully structured commentary that reflects both the technical requirement of the code and the professional responsibility of the reviewer to communicate expectations clearly. Whether you are seeking to strengthen your professional review skills, improve the consistency and clarity of your plan reviews, or develop a disciplined methodology for evaluating structural drawings, this course provides the knowledge and tools necessary to help you succeed. Your journey to mastering conventional roof framing plan review begins here. Join us at www.praxispca.com.